Welcome to the Weather Channel. It is time now to take a look at the Pacific Coast here as we look at a little bit of a break from our winter storm, which is still raging across the eastern U.S. I do want to present a couple of quick notes, though. Osceola County still under a tornado warning for about 5 more minutes, and a new warning issued for Highlands County in Florida until 2 a.m. Tornado warning, Doppler indicated tornado. So please take cover in these areas. The history of storms in Florida has been rather nasty, with lots of high winds and hail, and reports of, at least there have been tornado warnings out. Haven't seen a lot of confirmed reports yet, but still take cover. Okay, let's take a look at some quieter weather now here along the west coast. It had to be quiet somewhere, and that place today was on the west coast, where the main problems now, some fog around Seattle, heading down toward Portland, Central Valley of California, creeping down toward the Bay Area. Really, here's the stationary front marking the boundary between the Arctic air to the east, and then comes into the Rockies, can't make it over the top of it, and you get into some milder air farther westward. In fact, high temperatures in San Francisco today, 59 degrees, 62 in Las Vegas. Look at Los Angeles, 81 degrees on the 2nd of January. Not bad at all. Denver, though, on the east side, dealing with a high of only 24, and Williston, you would have been happy to make 24. You only made it up to -4 degrees. Current temperatures right now, we're at -8 in Williston. Along the west coast, we're looking at about 48 in San Francisco, a pair of 51s in Los Angeles and San Diego. Let's take it down the coast here. 35 in Seattle, again some fog in the area. Portland, 36 degrees. Heading down the Willamette Valley, Medford below freezing right now at 31, but along the coast, Newport checking in at 50 degrees. Here in the Central Valley, watch out for fog coming down I-5. Use those low beams and don't outrun your visibility. 35 right now in Sacramento, 48 in San Francisco, and if you're visiting Monterey, perhaps to check out the aquarium or various other things, 49 degrees at the present time. Southern California, a split between along the coast. We get into the 50s, Burbank and Long Beach, which you head inland, and it drops off quickly into the southern San Joaquin, Bakersfield at 33 right now. Palm Springs, the double nickel, 55 degrees, and 57 in Las Vegas. Did have a couple of earthquakes rumbling here in one run right along the border between the U.S. and Mexico, another farther north, heading up into Southern California, but again, all in the 2 to 3 range, so not too bad. Central California, one a little inland from Monterey Bay, and then coming down into the coastal range, another one in 2 to 3 range, so nothing of too bad a shake. Here in northern parts of the west coast, nothing reported through 5 p.m. Saturday, and nothing reported into the state of Alaska through 5 p.m. Saturday Pacific Standard Time. Well, really the big story here in the western U.S. is the fact that the ridge is built over. You look at the direction of the cloud movement here, almost due north, parallel to the coast. As long as that's the case, as long as that big ridge is built over you, we're not going to see any problems for you in terms of nasty weather. Of course, if you're a skier or a ski operator, maybe you're saying, hey, I want some snow here so I can get the more powder down for the skiers, or maybe build up some snowpack for the coming summer months. We'll see some snow along the stationary front in Colorado through Sunday morning. In fact, adding up to about 1 to 3 inches, so not a lot of snow, I'm afraid. During the afternoon, a few more snow showers popping up along the boundary, but it's going to remain very quiet along the west coast. Some fog in Bakersfield will start the day at 34 degrees, sunshine otherwise, and a nice finish to the day with the Civic Center getting close to 80 degrees again. Central California, a little cooler. Sacramento down to 35, Fresno 38 with that fog in the Sacramento and San Joaquin valleys. Nice day in San Francisco, 63 degrees and partly cloudy. In the northwest, again, some fog as you head down the I-5 corridor, even Spokane seeing some fog. But by the afternoon it burns off, and a pleasant day in Portland, a little chilly, 46 degrees, 43 in Seattle, and about the freezing mark in Spokane. Okay, let's deal with that big winter storm here, a massive system. Lots of wind, lots of snow into the Great Lakes. We've seen over a foot of snow in the Chicagoland area, Milwaukee, across a large swath of northern Illinois, and then, as I mentioned, farthest to the south, we are talking about severe weather. Now, during the day on Sunday, the storm in the Great Lakes still cranking up, could see blizzard conditions across parts of Michigan and Wisconsin, and then farther eastward, we're talking about ice and freezing rain here in the mid-Atlantic, reaching up toward New England. By the evening hours, the cold front pushing through, pushing that moisture out to sea in the mid-Atlantic, but farther north, interior sections of New England could see more freezing rain, and the snow and wind continues in the Great Lakes. Heaviest amounts of snow will be in the UP of Michigan, northern Michigan, and eastern Wisconsin, with 6 to 12 additional inches of snow. And then for the high temperatures, quite chilly behind that front and that storm as it heads eastward.